Didn't get one the other night. Tonight, right off the bat, first 2 buckets, an and one. Feel good to get going early tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I haven't had a lot of games in my career where I have had 0 points, especially in these last few years. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, it just kind of, I'm not one to force shots. And so I just kind of, I only took 1 the other night. I had 2 free throws I missed as well. But, I don't really let that stuff really faze me at all. And I just kind of just continue to play my game. And tonight, I guess, the game found me 2 quick ones early. Obviously it was a great pass by Mash, but, I just play hard, and when the ball finds me and I have a good opportunity, I take it. So it did feel good, though.
My bad. 2-0, 2 hard-fought wins. I mean, how's this team meshing right now? How you feeling after this one?
Well, Coach talked on it a lot not a lot, but he talked on it in the locker room afterwards. This team definitely, the way he phrased was, we have a lot of poise, We don't get too caught up in whether we're up, whether we're down. We just kind of play our game. Now, we definitely have some things to clean up defensively, but from, like, an emotional standpoint, no one's getting too high, like, oh, yeah, we got this in the bag, or when it's down, it's like, oh, man, like, what are we going to do? Like, everybody's just kind of level-headed. We play our game. And, it's my 4th year doing this. And, it's a sign that, we really have a chance to be something great. Because once we do get our defense figured out, because obviously that's our main struggle right now. We have a lot of offensive weapons, but we're trading buckets way too much. But once we get that figured out, we'll have a chance to really just put teams away, because I know we're not going to get too caught up in, we got this one in the bag, or, this team's, like, too good. And so I'm feeling good about it. A really mature team.
Josiah, you had 13 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double, and then you were 6 of 8 from the field. Very efficient. So it seemed like you were kind of a really big piece of the puzzle tonight. What felt right when you were on the court during the whole game?
I mean, it's hard to say, really. I don't really go into a game thinking, okay, this game, like, I'm really gonna try to do this, that, or that. I mean, like I said, I just play hard. I run whatever plays coach has drawn up, and I crash the boards. And luckily, I got guards that know how to share the ball, and so they'll reward that effort. I get a lot of transition layups and stuff like that, just getting early post ups, because it's just kind of dirty work people don't want to do, and that's kind of where I make my living.
Go ahead.
That's kind of the gist of it. Is I just kind of take what the game gives me. Obviously, Mash and Jalen have a little bit more of the offensive workload on them, and obviously Morris takes a lot of it as well. But I don't really have like a goal going into the game besides I don't want anyone. Basically, my goal for every game is when you watch this film back, like, you're not going to be able to say I didn't play hard. If you can that's the only time I really get mad. Obviously, no points last game, I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. But it's like, how was my effort? And so as long as I can keep that going, then I know the rest of it just kind of comes with it. And so.
Sorry, you guys play with intensity.
Mm-hmm.
What inspires this team?
The obvious one is just the energy from the crowd. Absolutely amazing fans. Even when we give up runs, that's one of the coolest things I've noticed about playing here is, even when we get a lead and defense starts to wander off a little bit and we start giving up a lead, like usually a lot of crowds, a lot of places you play at, the crowds kind of starts to get quiet. And here it's the reverse. When the team cuts our lead short, like the pit gets louder. And I feel like that's something that, obviously we're in there, like we're talking to each other, we're saying like what we need to do. But when you feel that energy of the crowd pick up again, it's hard not to, try to give it your all, not to kind of feel that energy coming from them. And obviously then we reflect that whenever a big play does happen.
Obviously, they had a really good center in Kevin Samuel, and you guys knew that coming in. But for the most part, neutralized him. His final stat line still looks pretty good, but 3 blocks, 10 points, 6 rebounds, that's a good night. But you guys felt, I would assume, that you did pretty good against him, I would think, based on what he came in and all the accolades he had coming in, right?
Yeah. So he was definitely a big focal point. Obviously, he's a proven Division I true player. Obviously, he's no joke. He's not a waste of height by any means. He's a good player, and luckily we were able to get him in some foul trouble early, so that definitely helped. The backup big actually came in and did pretty great job as well. Yeah, he did pretty good too. He hit some threes, couple stare down shots on Mo. But yeah, just kind of coach has been kind of preaching physicality. Obviously, it's something that he's told me and Mo from the beginning that that's what we need to bring. And so I think that was a really good challenge tonight. Just kind of playing against somebody like that makes their money down low, big size like that. A little bit, kind of giving you just like a preview of maybe like Graham Ike in a way.
And I'm curious, based on the foul trouble you got in Monday, tonight you guys draw 9 combined fouls, you and Mo, and commit 2. You didn't commit any, Mo had 2, but to draw 9 and commit 2 in the front court after Monday night, what was the difference in the aggressiveness without fouling that you guys were able to pull off tonight that Monday just you couldn't pull off? There might not be an answer.
Yeah, I mean, I was 0. I didn't know that. That's gotta be like a record for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. At least for me, I can't speak for Mo. Obviously, he definitely had a workload down there. But I try to play as clean as possible and just play as hard. And I like to believe that the refs recognize that, and so maybe they'll maybe let one slide a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we hit bodies. We got to do a little better job. Luckily tonight they didn't have too many offensive rebounds. I think what did they have an overall 6. Yeah, so that's not terrible. We definitely got to clean it up. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Anything else for Josiah?
Well, 2 of them were offensive fouls for me. So I guess luckily I didn't run anybody over today.
Gut feeling, how much do you like your team and why?
Oh, I mean, I love the guys. I mean, kind of speaking on the first answer I gave, I mean, they're just a very mature group. Like, you don't really have to worry about anybody, like, getting in their feelings about anything in particular. I mean, really, it's all just going to come down to defense. And we definitely have the pieces. We have athletic, quick, strong guards. Obviously, we got a lot of depth off the bench. And so, I mean, we have the pieces to be a championship team. It's just going to come down to are we going to be willing to buy into the defense like we need to? So that potential is definitely, makes me feel pretty good about us.